So ex-Twitch streamer and personality Dr. Disrespect, as you've probably heard, has been having a hell of a time. Most recently, he's been demonetized on the YouTube platform as well. This is after a slew of other companies have cut ties with him after the allegations of him having an inappropriate conversation with a minor back 7 years ago. So if you want the scoop on what happened, I'm trying to get through all of the misinformation and give you the actual details of this case. All of this goes back 7 years to an alleged inappropriate conversation that he had with a minor. He released a statement recently acknowledging this conversation, saying that it leaned into the inappropriate. The irony of which, his statement on Twitter or X, he removed the word minor from that post, but then people noticed, obviously, and so he re-added it. This all came about because a Twitch employee leaked this news. Now, we still don't have the transcripts of those conversations because it involved a minor. So for the minor's safety and privacy, they're not releasing it. Well, back in 2020, when he was fired, he actually had the gall to sue Twitch and they settled out of court. Nobody really knew why this happened, but it was around the same time as the Me Too movement was going around, right? The hashtag, and 70 other creators were accused of inappropriate behavior. So this, if you put two and two together, you would have known what it was about. However, we always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And in this case particularly, we shouldn't have. This is after a few years back too, he confessed to cheating on his wife with this chick, which I don't know. She looks, I don't know, all these filters and makeup, you can't really tell, but she seems okay, I guess. So he had cheated on his wife. He has a child with his wife too. He confessed to this. We thought, okay, well, he's just human. Some people tried to get over it. And then this news comes out. It's pretty bad, and like I said, when he made his post on X about it being leaning into the inappropriate, which when they fired him, they discovered these conversations that were inappropriate. They actually reported him to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children the day of his ban. So this was seen as a very pervasive and egregious conversation that was lewd and lascivious to the point where they felt compelled to report it to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. That's no joke. A lot of people were asking, well, why no criminal charges? Well, it really depends on state laws. You have to look at the age of consent in a lot of these states. And technically, having a conversation with a minor is not illegal. Even sometimes conversations that can be construed as lewd don't necessarily mean that they are illegal. Although it depends on states. So some states, telling a lewd joke to a child could get you arrested, could get you charged criminally. While in other states, you have to at least try to solicit a meeting with a child or exchange photos or other media. Then boom, you would be busted. Oddly enough, the Twitch employee that discusses the messages that were exchanged between him and the minor says that he actually checked with her to see if she was going to this TwitchCon conference, which is a conference for streamers and fans that Twitch organizes yearly. This could have been an opening to actually try and meet this child. It's really polarizing because he has a lot of fans. A lot of people want to believe that he's innocent. And in this post, he goes on and on X, talking about nothing inappropriate was done. Even though he says that it, leaned into an inappropriate conversation, he's like, no, nothing wrong was done. I'm innocent, yada, yada. This was just a conversation. We never met. Yada yada. But I really think that in the end he was just caught before anything happened. The guy has a history of morally ambiguous behavior. To me, cheating on your wife when you have a child is about the worst thing you can do to someone. It really shows a lack of character. And to think that this guy is someone that people look up to, that's entertaining the youth of our generation, 4 million followers on Twitch, it really makes you cringe, So that alone would have been a real red flag to me. And this just shows how much more was going on that we don't know about. That's what you have to ask yourself. So I'm actually proud of all these companies severing ties with him, jumping the boat. You have to wonder if they're doing it out of the principle or if it's because of the Me Too movement and they know that they have to make these drastic changes, or, they may be called out. So this is the world we live in. It doesn't matter, though, to me, the motivation. The important thing is the result at this point. And YouTube demonetizing him as well. The guy is done. The guy is done. This is how quickly your career can go down the drain. You're talking about a streamer with millions of subscribers, billions of views across multiple platforms, taking down 7, 8 figures a year, and everything goes poof in a second and it is gone. And he's lucky that he made all those videos with a wig. So maybe people won't be as quick to recognize him in public, although we do have his picture without all that getup. But a lot of people, they haven't seen him without the getup. So maybe he can live a somewhat normal life. But he's gonna be, ostracized. He's never gonna be able to get back into streaming. I don't know. It's one of those things, I don't really participate in that sphere of entertainment with gaming and such. I know, and I've heard that it's a very toxic place. People tend to be very vulgar, but there's lines that you shouldn't cross. I can't imagine someone talking to a minor in a, inappropriate way, especially if you're married. Like, you shouldn't be talking to anybody inappropriately. And if somebody tells you they're a minor, it should be a no-brainer. You know how many people I talk to inappropriately online? 0. So I don't have to worry about, if one is a minor, because I don't talk to anybody because I'm a married man with a child. So why would I do that? I don't know. I guess some people, they just can't resist